homies, welcome back to another video. Welcome home. Ndimu Indiphile Sila, and I'm back with another magic. So in today's video, okay, great. So if you're new here, please do not forget to like this video, comment and subscribe. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being an in-tune for me. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for staying home, and can you please like this video? Can you please share? Please, I will really appreciate you doing that. So in today's video, finally I'm doing a get to know me. Finally, because sitting down is not really my thing. I'm scared of sitting in front of the camera. I have scopophobia. If it's okay. So in today's video, as I said, I am doing a get to know me, and then I went to Pinterest and then I searched questions that I would like to answer to you guys. I thought of doing I thought of posting on my Instagram so that you guys can ask me questions, but I thought, what if you guys ask me a question that I would not like to answer? So I went to Pinterest and I had so many options on questions that I would like to answer, and I took those questions and I wrote them in my notes daily planner. Yeah, let's get into the video. So the first question is, what are your full names? So my full names are Indiphile Sila. So when I was younger, I never used to like the name because I believed like it's kind of boyish. Many Indiphiles that I know were boys, and I was like, why didn't my mom name me like Muhle or Amahle, those beautiful names? And yeah, when I grew older, she told me that she named me Indiphile Isipho Esihle, which means God has given me a beautiful gift, because for some time she was struggling to have babies, but finally God gave her a very beautiful gift. So since then I fell in love with my name, and now I get really frustrated if a person doesn't pronounce my name in the right, which is unfair because many people from different races and tribes can find it difficult to pronounce my name. So my surname is Sila, which is my dad's grandfather. So back then in my family, a child used to take as her or his surname his grandfather's name. So if my grandfather is Peter, I was supposed to be Indiphile Peter, which is fascinating for me and captivating because I get the chance to know who were my forefathers by checking my elders. And that was boring, but anyway, I'm fascinated. The next question is, where are you from? So I am originally from Eastern Cape. My family is from Eastern Cape, but I was born in Cape Town and I grew up living in Cape Town. I find myself more connected to Eastern Cape. I'm from Umtata in a bigger village called Ipiki. It is next to Kon. Yeah, everyone knows Kon. So I find myself more connected to Eastern Cape than Cape Town because my family, my parents indirectly taught me that home is where your roots are. So I find myself connected to Cape Town, to Eastern Cape, sorry. And Cape Town, I just love Cape Town because Cape Town is Cape Town, and I define myself as a Cape Town. How old are you? I am 19 years old, but I would like to say I am 20 because only 4 months or 5, if I may be correct, till my birthday. My birthday is early in the year of February, so I am 20. Yeah. And the next question is, what kind of person are you? So I would like to define myself about what I like about myself, right? So what I like about myself is that I love listening to other people. I love knowing what other people view certain matters. I love listening to other people's opinion, and I am advocating for Section 16 of the Constitution, which says everyone has the right to freedom of expression, and which is confusing because people believe that I do not like listening to other people. But anyway, it's fine. I know myself. I won't let people define me, in bad ways. I know I'm a very good person. Yeah. Okay, so why did you open a YouTube channel? So when I was in grade 11 and grade 12, I used to watch school vlogs, yeah, school, those university vlogs or whatever. And I was like, okay, when I'm in university, I'm gonna do that. I really loved it, and I was like, I am going to do that. But back then I didn't believe that I would do it for real, because in high school I was a very shy person. I was very, very shy. But now I'm thinking, why can't I live my early 20s in a way that I will enjoy myself? Why can't I live my early 20s in a way that I won't regret one day? Why can't I live in a very enjoyable way, so that when I'm older I will not regret it? My future is not guaranteed. The only thing that I have to myself is my present. So I want to live my present and do things that I like, and things that I enjoy, and things that make me happy. This is one of them. Oh, I am happy. What is one thing you love about your hometown? So I have two hometowns, which is Umtata and Cape Town. One thing I do not really love Cape Town that much. The only thing that I love about Cape Town is that people from Cape Town have a very beautiful sense of style. People from Cape Town, guys, are great. Like, they are very cool. They know fashion. They know how to dress well. Guys, Cape Town is the place, guys. Cape Town is the place to be. Yeah, in week. Like, Cape Town is just, that's the only thing I love about Cape Town, honestly. But Eastern Cape, like, okay, so my family is a very typical Xhosa family. My family is I'm from a village in Eastern Cape, a rural area, very rural. One thing I love about Eastern Cape is that every time I go to Eastern Cape, I get enlightened about I get enlightened about who I am. I get to know more about my Xhosa culture. I get a glimpse of how my ancestors used to live their life through my grandparents. I get to know how, like, a glimpse of how my ancestors used to live their life before the colonizers came to South Africa. Like, I would have really loved to know how really, like, truly how they lived their life. Like, yeah, but anyway, we are here now. There's nothing we can do. And I love Xhosa folk laws. I love them very much. So the next question is, what is your dream career? So law has been my dream career. I'm doing my second year in law now. I love law since I was in grade 8. So do you know, when you're supposed to go to the graduation ceremony in grade 8, your teacher will be asking you what you want to be when you grow up? And everyone was like, I want to be a teacher, I want to be a doctor, and I didn't know what I wanted to be. So I just remembered that at home we had a fridge, and the fridge had a slogan, legal wise, which was written, don't talk to me, talk to my lawyer. And I was a very curious child. I grew up being a very curious child. So I asked my mom, what is written there? And she was like, it's written, don't talk to me, talk to my lawyer. And she explained in this Xhosa, because I didn't know how to speak English back then. And yeah, so she told me that it's written by Sutetanam, and she explained further that Ikweta is someone who stands up for those who cannot stand up for themselves. And I was like, oh, like a heroine or a hero. And she was like, yeah, teachers, nurses, and all of those stuffs are hero and heroines. So I told my teacher that, okay, and she was so impressed. Like, I really loved how she was impressed, and I was like, okay, maybe Ikweta is a very good thing on earth, so I'm gonna be it, because it's a very good thing. And yeah, since then I have lived for being a lawyer. So when I was in grade 9, my mom wasn't really sure about me being me wanting to do law, and she was like, hey, you know what, now you're about to change your subjects and you have to choose, and the subjects that you choose are going to determine what you want to be, are going to take you to your dream career or whatever. And yeah, I went on and did my research about law, and every time that I did my research, I became more in love with law. Honestly, I became obsessed about being a lawyer. Like, I was so obsessed. And yeah, so as I grew older, I started seeing the injustices that happen in South Africa, especially in young girls and young women, how they are being prejudiced by the other gender. And I started believing that I can be the voice of the voiceless. I can stand up for those who cannot stand up for themselves, and I would like to educate people and make people aware of their rights. Yeah. So yeah, and every law student that I know wants to be the voice of the voiceless. So this is more captivating for me. We all want the same thing, so which means sometime we'll work towards a better South Africa where people are no longer molested, and where people are afforded the rights that belong to themselves. But now I love studying law more than I would love to be a lawyer. Yeah, I just love law, guys. I am obsessed with the law. When I was in high school, I never really liked reading textbook and stuff, but now I cannot even go a day without reading textbook. I just want to know more about law, and yeah, I really love law. I'm living law. So the next question is, how would you describe your fashion sense? I do not know, like I just buy clothes that I believe are nice, but people say that I like streetwear. So maybe streetwear, I'm not sure. Yeah, okay. Is your favorite novel gender? Yeah, what is your favorite novel gender? So for novels, I love classical English romantic novels. I feel like they express love in a very different way, and they express their culture in a very different way from what the colonizers brought to us. I love learning about different cultures. When I was in high school, I used to love Indian shows, and I knew back then that in India they have more than 10 gods, if I'm correct now. I don't remember. I used to know all of them. Yeah, that's how I can be obsessed. So the next question is, what type of novels, of series do you like? Type of series? Yeah, I love watching documentaries. I love watching fictions. I love watching mystery. I love, yeah, did I count romantic? I love rom-com as well, but for most of all, I always watch mystery movies because I feel like they are testing my intelligence. When those kids or those people start investigating about what happened, and when now you'll be watching and already thinking that you know what happened because you are connecting the dots. Yeah, it feels good. And I also love documentaries because I believe documentaries are very educative. They educate you about things that you wouldn't even know that they do exist. This other time I was watching this documentary about a boy who used to be abused at home by his parent. He used to tell him that he's not good enough, nobody cares about him, nobody cares about what he does. And when he used to go to school, he used to bully other children. So he once stabbed a boy, I don't know where, but in a very sensitive place, and the boy died. So he said that when he used to bully those children, he felt like they won't be upset because no one cares about what he does. So I feel like it's educating, and you get to know what the perpetrator thought at the time of committing the crime, and all sides of the story. You get to know all sides of the story. But anyway, I am betraying my morals. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I really appreciate if you have come this far and now you know about my boring life more. You kind of know me and you kind of know about my boring life. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I really appreciate it. And please, if you didn't subscribe, please do subscribe and become one of my homies. So yeah, bye.